She said, "You were never my boyfriend, just my financial backup plan. Dumped me on our anniversary live stream while her friends laughed at me." I replied, "Understood," and walked away. By morning, she was screaming about her missing car, and I swear I still don't know how I stayed calm through any of it. My name is Evan. I'm 30, a software developer out of Denver. And until about 2 months ago, I thought I was building a future with a woman named Kenzie, 26, who spent most of her time trying to become a full-time lifestyle influencer. When I met her, she was this whirlwind of overconfidence and charm, all bright eyes and bold promises about where she was going in life. I was a quiet guy in the corner with my laptop, a steady salary, a used Subaru, and a life that was the opposite of flashy. But she walked up to me at a farmer's market of all places, made a joke about my tech bro energy, and somehow turned my entire world upside down. And I'm not going to pretend I didn't fall fast. I liked her ambition, even if it came off a little theatrical sometimes. I liked the way she talked about her dreams like they were always 2 steps away from coming true. I liked how she made me feel like maybe, just maybe, someone actually saw me. That feeling didn't last, obviously. But back then, I clung to it like it meant something. Within the first year, I was already helping with her brand investments, photography lighting setups, a $1,200 online mentorship course, a new phone because content quality is everything. Little things at first, then bigger things. I kept telling myself I was investing in us, that if she grew, we grew. You can laugh. I laugh now too, but back then I truly believed it. Things started shifting maybe 5 or 6 months ago. She kept going to creator nights and networking collabs at bars, clubs, rooftops, places that never fit me. She'd come home at 3 a.m. smelling like perfume that wasn't her own. Her phone was always face down, always locked, always buzzing from people she insisted were brand partners. Our conversations got shorter. Her attitude got sharper. My presence felt like background noise in my own relationship. Then she started criticizing everything. My clothes, my hair, my cooking, my literal job. "You're too safe," she said once while scrolling through her phone. "I need someone who moves like I move." I brushed it off. You have no idea how badly I wanted to believe nothing was wrong. Now, fast forward to our anniversary. 3 years. I had a reservation at her dream rooftop restaurant, the one she'd mentioned 1,000 times. I ironed my shirt, brought her favorite flowers, rehearsed what I want to say like a nervous idiot. She texted me earlier that day, "Can't wait for the night, Red Heart." I felt stupidly hopeful. When I knocked on her apartment door at 7 p.m., flowers in hand, she opened it wearing sequins and full glam. But not for me. Behind her, ring lights, music, 4 of her influencer friends sprawled across her living room, all recording on their phones. And there I was, the moron holding roses like a background character in a rom-com gone wrong. "Oh," she said, barely blinking. "Totally forgot to tell you. Girls' creator night. Rain check." Her friend with purple hair turned her phone toward me. She was live streaming. "OMG actually showed up," she laughed. "Kenzie, didn't you say you were phasing him out?" And then it happened. Kenzie looked right at me, eyes bored, posture annoyed, and said, clear as day, loud enough for the live stream audience to hear, "Evan, you were never my boyfriend. You were my financial backup plan. I need someone who fits my lifestyle, not someone who drags it down. Let's not make this dramatic. We're done." I didn't speak. My throat closed. My hands shook. Someone behind her said I looked like a sad golden retriever who got yelled at. They all laughed. The live stream laughed. My heart physically hurt. But somehow I just nodded. I said understood, and I walked away. That was it. No yelling. No begging. No trying to make sense of the last 3 years. Just silence. The kind that feels like something is breaking quietly inside your chest. I drove home staring straight ahead. No music. No nothing. Just a horrifying realization that I had been funding a lifestyle for someone who saw me as furniture. Around midnight, I got a DM from her ex-friend Lauren. Someone she'd cut off months earlier. "You need to see something," she wrote. I almost didn't open the video she sent. Almost. But curiosity is a cruel thing. The video was filmed in a bar. Dim lighting, neon signs, bass thumping. Kenzie was wrapped around some older guy in designer clothes, kissing his neck, laughing like she didn't have a boyfriend waiting for her at home. She looked directly into the camera and said, "Soft launching my upgrade." I felt like I'd been punched. Lauren wasn't done. She met me the next day with a literal folder. Screenshots, group chats, photos, messages Kenzie sent her influencer friends. Things like ATM Evan, budget boyfriend, safety net boy. Pictures of me asleep with captions like, "Tell me you date down without telling me." I had to put my head down on the table for a second just to breathe. Lauren told me this wasn't new. Kenzie had done the same thing to her last boyfriend. She used one guy for stability while chasing someone higher up. She was already seeing the guy from a video. His name was Grant, his family owned restaurants, and she was waiting for him to commit before discarding me. I went home that night and calculated how much I'd spent on her in the last year. Nearly $27,000. That number made me physically sick, but something hardened inside me. I wasn't going to be anyone's stepping stone ever again. I called an old college buddy who's a lawyer. He connected me with Marilyn, a contract specialist who doesn't waste time. I gave her everything: bank statements, the car lease agreement, yes, the Audi was in my name, screenshots, messages. She scanned through the documents, raised an eyebrow, and said, "You have more leverage than you think. Let's start with the car." The repossession happened the next morning, 8:14 a.m. I didn't go, didn't have to, but I got texts from neighbors and even a video someone recorded from their porch. Kenzie came outside in a robe, screaming at the tow truck guys while they loaded the Audi. She kept yelling, "You can't do this, it's mine." Except it wasn't. It was never hers. Her online meltdown started within hours. Crying Instagram stories. Posts calling me abusive, obsessed, controlling. She claimed I stole her car out of jealousy. She said she escaped a toxic man who couldn't handle her success. Meanwhile, my phone was blowing up with her messages. Apologies, threats, voice notes where she cried so hard she could barely breathe. I didn't respond, not a single word. She burned every bridge she had all by herself. Then something unexpected happened. "Grant, the upgrade," texted me. "We need to talk." I think she lied to both of us. We met at one of his family's restaurants. He looked exhausted, like someone who finally realized the dream girl he wanted was actually a walking red flag factory. I showed him everything. He showed me messages she sent him, calling me her stalker ex, saying I was unstable, saying she'd broken up with me months ago. He looked sick realizing how deep the manipulation went. He blocked her right there, said I deserve an apology he knew I'd never get. After that, everything collapsed for her. Brands dropped her. Followers dipped by thousands. Screenshots leaked among her circle. Turns out she'd been talking trash about her own friends, too. Backup plans of networking. She called them. Within weeks, she was back living with her parents, posting vague quotes about growth and rebirth, like she hadn't burned her entire life down with her own matches. I didn't celebrate. I didn't gloat. I just kept going. I got promoted. I joined a rock climbing group. I started therapy because I needed to understand why I let myself be treated like a utility instead of a partner. And somewhere during the process, I met someone new, Jenna, 29, an audio tech who insisted on splitting the bill on our first date. She puts her phone down without thinking. She listens. She asks how my day was with actual interest. She doesn't want to be taken care of. She wants to walk beside me. One night, she set her phone face up on the table, and I flinched. She noticed immediately. "What happened just now?" she asked softly. So I told her the whole story, the live stream breakup, the betrayal, the months of being blind. She didn't judge, didn't rush me. She just said, "Healing isn't linear. I'm here when you're ready." It was the first time in years that I felt safe. A month ago, Kenzie emailed me. I saw her name and felt my stomach twist, but I opened it anyway. "You didn't deserve what I did," she wrote. "I'm sorry." I deleted it. No response. No need. Not every apology deserves a home. Some bridges are meant to stay ashes. And here's the thing I've learned, the thing I wish someone had told me years ago. Real growth isn't upgrading people like apps. It isn't climbing on the backs of those who loved you just so you can reach a more aesthetic lifestyle. Real growth is looking at the version of yourself who tolerated disrespect and saying, never again. I didn't get revenge. I didn't destroy her life. I just removed myself from the one where I was never valued. And sometimes the best upgrade you can ever make is uninstalling the person who treated your heart like a business expense.